Okay, welcome back our course object-oriented programming with Java. So last week we already studied chapter 5, implementation of abstraction and encapsulation. So in chapter 5, we already understood about how to define class, how to create object, how to define method, how to declare attribute. An abstraction is the process of selecting and identifying the relevant characteristics and operation of class in the real world to implement in your program. And the real world, a class has a lot of characteristics and operation. But when you declare or create that class in the program, you cannot declare all characteristics and operation of class in the real world. So you have to select and identify the relevant characteristics of operation that match to your application in hand. So it's depend on the requirement of your application. You select the relevant characteristics and operation. And that we call abstraction. So abstraction is around what we declare or define a class, create object, create method, and declare attribute. And encapsulation is the important characteristics in OOP. You can hide the detailed implementation. You want to show something or you want to hide something. If you don't want to show something to outside, you can declare a member as private. So you use private to encapsulate a characteristics or operation. So you want to enclose or encapsulate or hide the characteristics and details of object, you use a private. And OOP, we use the asset control keywords like private, like public, like protected. So you understand how to encapsulate. And the last week we understood some features of OOP. So today, welcome to chapter 6, implementation of inheritance and polymorphism. So these two important characteristics, inheritance and polymorphism. So far you declare a single class. Today you can declare a class inherits from another or other classes. And polymorphism is the new feature, an important feature of OOP. So what is inheritance? So inheritance is the form or the way you create a new class based on existing ones. That we call inheritance. This means that you declare, you create new thing, inherit or based on existing thing. So this is very important to reuse the code or to reuse what exists. And you see that in the real life, we inherit a lot of things. Like you inherit house, car, properties from your parents. It means that you don't need to work, but you can use. You have that properties. You have house, you have car, you have money that you inherit from your parents. Or in the real life, in reality, you see that the generation already worked and created many things in this world, like computer, like internet, like everything that we have now, that we reuse things that created by previous generation. That we call inheritance. So inheritance is you create new thing based on existing thing. or in the way that you use, reuse the thing that created before by you or by other people. So we call that inheritance. You understand? So inheritance is the concept that you reuse existing thing created by you or by other people before. So you see that in the real life, in our society, in our reality, you see that we inherit a lot of things. We live now, we inherit on a lot of things created by previous generation, our parents, our ancestors, like internet, like transport infrastructure, like services, social services. You see that. So here you see the picture, the picture. This is the hierarchy of inheritance. Like employees, lawyer, security, marketer, or inherits uh, inherit from employee. So employee is existing class. You create lawyer, security, marketer, inherits from employee. So in this hierarchy, you have the term or concept superclass. Employee is called superclass or parent class. And lawyer, security, marketer, subclasses. So lawyer is employee, security employee, marketer is employee. Legal security inherits from securities. So this we call is a relationship. Why is a relationship? Because lawyer is an employee, security is employee. So this is we call is a relationship. So inheritance is a relationship, and we have this term. Do you understand? So inheritance is you create is about creating new class, existing ones. So in this feature hierarchy picture here, you see employee is called superclass, lawyer, security, marketer, or subclass. So you have this term. So inheritance is a relationship. Each object in subclass is also is an object of superclass. So you see that lawyer is an employee, security is an employee, marketer is an employee. So this is. Hello, can you ask? Hello, someone asked me something. Hello. Hello, someone asked? No. Okay. If you have question, you can ask. Okay. So how to implement in a program? How to implement inheritance in the program? So in Java, you use the keyword extends to show that this is inheritance model. Public class name extends superclass. It means that name is a new class inherits from superclass. For example, public class lawyer extends employee. So lawyers is employee. Lawyer inherits from employee. So by extending employee, it's lower right now. Receive a copy of each method of employee automatically and be treated as an employee by class code. It means that lawyer now inherits and lawyer class has own public methods of employee. Like you now, you inherit from your parent. So everything from your parent, like properties, like car, like house, become your properties. You understand? So inheritance, this means that you create public method from. So you define. It's can. Okay.
Sir, the internet of your side has some problem, and we can't hear anything. Sir, is you okay? Yeah, đi.
Cúp điện tập thể hả?
Không không biết nữa mà sao là giờ bị lag rồi? Yeah, bị lag rồi, bây giờ không biết làm sao nữa.
Đất mình ao nhiều lắm.
Không biết
Đang record
nữa.
lại đây mọi người.
Biết rồi, đang record đây nhưng mà giờ không không biết xử lý sao này.
Hello, you can hear me now. Sorry for the interruption of internet. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what? Where did I talk to you? Where did I talk to you? Did I told you here this slide? Did you heard this slide?
In inheritance syntax.
Okay, inheritance syntax. Okay. So you understand. Okay, so I asked someone if you can follow or not. Okay, I asked someone. Can someone tell me what is inheritance? Do you understand? Okay, Nguyễn Lê Tắc Phú. Good, very good. Nguyễn Lê Tắc Phú.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, very good.
I think inheritance is a way you create a new or more class, and it's either a relationship and a subclass. I think. I think.
Yeah, very good, Tắc Phú. Can someone explain more clear? Okay, Hồ Nguyên Bảo.
Sir, I think it's just like a new class was born in the former one, and it copies everything automatically.
Okay, so create new thing and copy in everything from superclass automatically. Okay, so can you explain more?
I think it's just copying the methods, and it uh, the subclass can run by the client code.
Okay, very good, very good. And someone else can Hồng Phúc can answer.
Yes, I'm here. I think inheritance is create a new classes related or based on the superclass that existed, and we can reuse code between two or more classes.
Yeah, okay, very good. So you understand, but now you will understand more. Okay, thank you very much for uh, your uh, your answer. And I see that your right hand is very good. I see that very good student. Okay, inheritance example. So I give you these, and you understand more. Why we need? So I explain you what inheritance already. So you create new class based on existing ones. It means that you create new thing, you reuse existing thing Okay, or you reuse existing thing to create new thing. So now I give you, for example, I have class this. That is the reason person. But you see that more reason why. Okay, I just give you here. For example, I want to write a program. Write a program to manage our class, university, manage university. For example, so you see that in this question, I see that the university has relate to student. Okay, I want to manage student. I want to manage teacher, right? So, for example, I have many things to manage. To manage here, manage what? I manage student. Okay, I manage teacher. Okay, or I manage equipment. I manage operation. I manage schedule. A lot of things. Just for example, in here, I just manage two objects. So you see that related to object like that, kind of object I define class student. For example, I define class teacher. You see that I define class teacher. And you see student, I have screen name, I have screen address, I have date, birthday. For example, okay, and I have student, I have screen, ID, I have double, upload, mark, B. GPA, grade point average, etc. For example, and some method here, method. You see, and date here should be import. Okay, so you see the picture have the same name per day here, for example. But this, you see, string. Okay, picture is the same, but the teacher have a string faculty. Okay, or a department. Or domain, it's okay. I can say that teacher, which domain? Domain, it's okay. For example, domain. Like me, IT, you, mathematics, and maybe here, float, salary. For example, okay? I give many things in the real world. This is, you see this. You see this is. And you see these two classes have the same. So why two classes, student and teacher, have the same collection of attributes? Hello, do you understand why teacher have name, address, birthday? And student have also name, address, birthday. Why? Because teacher and student. Bang, can you tell me why?
I think it's just the basic information for everyone.
Okay. Why everyone? That it means that student and teacher or person, right?
it will identify the information for everyone just to separate from this person to another person.
Yeah. So it's mean here, teacher and student have the same original. What's original, teacher and student or person? Phúc, can you tell me why you see that the information are the same?
Yeah, I think student and teacher is combined to a person.
Yeah. So student and teacher has or person. So we should define class person. Okay? And you don't need to repeat again this. Okay? You see, you don't need to repeat because why it's repeat that because teacher and student are person, so you don't need. But you show that you show teacher and student or person, so you extend person, right? You extend person. You understand? So here it's more clear. It's clear what? So you see that teacher and student have its own characteristics. But it's 10%. It means that it inherits these characteristics. So now I ask someone, can someone tell me student has how many characteristics now? Someone can tell me, can can someone tell me student have how many characteristics and what? Phúc, can you tell me? Okay, Tuấn, can you repeat? Can you tell me? Fine, okay, what characteristics? Tuấn?
I think it's name, address, birthday, ID, and GPA.
Okay, why it has? I didn't declare student have name, address, birthday, but now student have.
Because class student is inherited from class person, so
Okay,
it can have it's character.
very good, very good. So everybody understand that. If I declare like this, it means that I inherit because I you instantly inherits. Student inherits name, address, birthday from person. So you understand that student now have 5 characteristics, not 2, because it's 10%. The same teacher also. So you don't need to repeat again common information because the common information is already you define the class person. So in this situation, you see that with inheritance model is benefit that you don't need to repeat the code again and again in single class, but you yield inheritance. You declare one time, you inherit many times. Okay, but this is clear that student is a person, teacher is a person. Okay, so this is inheritance. So you see that in person I can do this. I use last week we understand the constructor I person. Okay, I create person with 3 information: string, name, string, address, dates, birthday. Now I just this is a name here. I name here the same, but the name here to show this is name the attribute you use this name. Okay, equal name here. Name here is the parameter. Okay, the same this address. Okay, address. This a day. You can use another name, but it's okay. We use that name. Okay, address. Okay, it's okay now. That's a constructor. So you see that with inheritance, student, what is that? What is that? Implicit person. Okay. Okay. So now I can give one public person with zero just function of writing and function of writing. Okay. Nothing. Okay. Nothing there. I don't know what is this student already student or maybe I use this. It's a student where that student in our classes this has student here already. So it's maybe it's have problem, but nothing. Okay, so now this is okay. So here you see that I create person here. I can display void public void display information. I can use this display information. Use system. I can use this system or get name. Okay, I use this get public string get name. I return that. The same. Okay. Return. Okay. Because this is the return the value. I want to return the value. Okay. Return the address. This address. And this is return get birthday. Okay, so I return this this date. Okay, so student maybe here some problem with this. I will delete this class Java Spiny 21 in student here. Okay, I don't want this class anymore. Class student here. I don't want this class anymore. What does this mean here? Okay, so now I define public student. This is hello. I asked someone to tell me. Bình Minh, hello Bình Minh.
Yes, sir.
Public student. What name of this function? What is the name? What is the name?
It's a constructor.
Yes, consider of what class?
Class.
Class what?
Class student.
Yes. Okay, Bình Minh, how many? Okay, how many characters attribute of class student?
It had 5 characters.
Okay, so can you tell me the name of attribute or characteristics?
Name, birthday.
Name. What else? Address.
Yeah.
What else?
Day, birthday.
Okay, day, birthday. What else?
ID.
String ID. Okay.
And double TBA.
Okay, double TBA. Very good, Bình Minh. GPA. Okay, very good, Benman. Okay. So can you tell me? Okay. Can you tell me? Okay. Now the name here you inherit, but here I do private here. I use private here. Everybody have to follow. Okay. So if I put private here, what does this mean, Benman? If I set private for name for the rest, what does it mean? But
Mm, it means this attribute is you in in-person class.
only in person class. You cannot accept these attributes outside of class person, right? Okay, in the scope of class person, you cannot accept these from outside, right? Do you
Yes,
understand?
right.
Okay, it means if you set private, so here, how can you accept from here the attribute name? You see, you cannot see the name here because, but because name is set by private. You cannot. So how can you initialize value for the name value for the name attribute? Okay. So here you use super. What does it mean, super? And what? Okay. What does it mean, super? You use super here, it means you clone constructor up here. This means that clone constructor up a super class. Here in this situation, what does it mean? Person. Do you understand? So I call person here super. It means that I call the constructor of super class. It means here what super class of student. Benman, what is super class of student? Hello.
Yes,
What super class of student class? What super class of student here? What class?
super class is person.
Yes, okay. So you code super. It means that you code constructor here. Okay. This will be called. Okay. This will be called. What does this mean? It will pass the value name here, address here, birthday here to these to the attribute. It means that you have to initialize value for the super object first, and then you now this ID here, ID here, ID here, okay, here, ID, okay, and then this PBI. Do you understand? So this is it's mean. What does it mean? What the GBA with this? Okay, float here, double here, double here. Okay, double. What does this mean? It means here you initialize attribute for super object or for super object or for parent object or okay, you call constructor of parent class and then you initialize value for this class. Okay, the same. Now I use this. Okay, you see public void display. Now I display information of this. I just system out, top, print line. Okay, I use this. Okay, I use get this. Okay, this get name. You see that I didn't define get name, but now I get name. Where is get name here? Get name from person. Do you understand? So now I get this. I use this. Okay. This address. This. Oh no. This talk birthday. Okay. What the ID? Okay. Okay. ID here. I use this ID because ID or this ID. This ID. Okay. My this is one. This PPI. Okay. So I can do that. I can do that. I can do that. Okay. I can do for this. Okay. You can see this. I can do this. So here in class student, I can do this. Okay, just like that. The same for teacher for teacher. I can define this. This is inheritance. So you see that I define class teacher. I define class teacher here. Teacher. Define class teacher here. Here salary domain salary. Here domain. Here salary. Yeah. Salary. Okay. What does this mean? Salary flow. Okay. Flow salary. Okay. And then you have to finish this. Okay. Every student have to finish this, and student have to finish this. I just give you there. Okay. You have to finish person, and then here. For example, okay. Student O, for example, name, non, address, Đà Nẵng. Okay, here, this is me. I have telephone call.
Sir, the microphone, sir.
Here, but they here, for example, 180. I don't know. This is good or not? This is number, or this is string integer. Okay, maybe. This is student. Well, what is student here? As birthday ID, for example, PKU 01, and other thing GPA float F. If we use that, I don't know. It's okay. So now I'll display. For example, okay, I run it. So you have to finish, teacher. Okay, here it's okay. It's okay. Chan 190. I don't know. It's I see that. Okay. So you can see. Okay. Your turn. Your firstborn. Okay, teacher. Okay, for example. Okay, if you understand this goal, you have to finish to complete this. Okay, is to complete this. Okay, I upload this to e-learning and then you download and complete, teacher. Hello, do you understand? We just practice with computer, with inheritance. We go slowly, but you understand better. I hope that you understand. Okay. Okay, so now you go to chapter 6. Chapter 6 to download example and then finish, complete your work. Okay, what does it? Here it doesn't work. E-learning and then oh no. The internet is because the cable is has been cut in the sea, in the ocean, so the internet has problem. Okay, go here. Chapter 6, you have chapter 6 here. Chapter 6 with 5 submission here. Simon, oh, Simon here. Okay, I put here example. Okay, example submission. Everybody have to work. I upload five. I upload the file here, and then you have to source. Oh, what inherits me today? Okay. Okay, you have to complete. Okay, so everybody have to go to e-learning to download the code here, chapter 6 here. In chapter 6, everybody have to go here to download the code here, okay? And then complete the class and complete class person, a class teacher. Okay, you have to complete class teacher and then do the same. Hello. Kamina, hello Kamina. Hello Kamina.
Yes, sir.
You know what you have to do?
Mm, I have I had to complete class teacher.
Yeah, where you have class teacher? Where do you have class teacher?
Um, and e-learning
Yeah,
and
okay, yes, yes. You go to e-learning, okay? Lê Minh Thế, hello Lê Minh Thế.
Yes.
Do you have computer already?
Yes.
Okay, what you have to do? Do you know what you have to do now?
No.
You don't know what to do? You go to e-learning and download
Yes.
the example and complete the code. Okay?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Nguyễn Đăng Nhã. Hello Nguyễn Đăng Nhã. Hello.
Yes, yes,
Do you know what to do?
yes. We go through e-learning and download this course.
Okay,
And,
what chapter? What chapter in e-learning?
chapter 6.
Okay, good, Nhã. Okay. So complete the code, teacher. Okay, ask another one. Nguyễn Trọng Tâm. Hello Nguyễn Trọng Tâm.
Yes,
Hello Nguyễn. Okay, do you know what to do?
We have to finish the teacher class
Okay, where you have teacher class?
from e-learning.
Okay, what chapter?
Chapter 6.
Good. Okay, everybody have to finish and submit again. Submit back to the e-learning. Okay, you have 10 minutes to do that. Okay, 10 minutes. Hello. So I see that how many students already submit? Okay. 24 students submit. Everybody have to submit the work. So just 24 students submit. Everybody have to submit. Hello. So now I ask you to do more. So if you finish, student finish, if you finish, you have to, I will choose you for example teacher so you can, the birthday then. That's a secret, Hữu Tuấn. So can you guess what's my birthday? So that's secret, Hữu Tuấn. Can you guess? Can you guess? Can you guess my birthday? Oh, really? I'm old like that? No, I'm younger than that. I'm younger than that, okay? I'm younger than that. Oh, nearly. Okay, you can put anyone. Oh, really? Oh, yes. Trương Thế Quốc Dũng is very good. Trương Thế Quốc Dũng. That's Trương Thị Hương Giang is good. Okay. I'm older as your father. I'm older than your father. Okay, so you work. Okay, everybody have to work. Okay. So Hương Giang is good. Dũng Quốc Dũng is you right. Okay, Tuấn Bảo right. And here is you can find out here. Here you can find out more about me here. You get to know more about me. If you want to know more about me, you can go there. After I see this, and you know my biography. Oh, really? Okay. So Tung Bao, you are very good for searching information, and now okay, the time for you to work, and 24 students submitted. Only 24 students, 31 students. Everybody have to hurry up. Okay. So it's very good, our class. You see that your English is very good. You know that you have to study more language. You understand? So you can see here my French. I can speak French. Okay, I graduated PhD from France, so I can speak French. So you have to learn more English, and I'm from countryside. I'm from countryside, very long time. Okay, so now, okay, not the time for you anymore. Okay, we go to inheritance. Inheritance. Okay, inheritance. Hello, hello. Okay, again. Now it's time for us to continue. Yeah, you understand superclass and subclass, and you understand the constructor of superclass should be called in the first statement of the constructor subclass. Okay, and you can also override the method. Also, you can override here. So it means that you can redefine the function inherited. We call that overriding method. Overriding method is one kind of polymorphism. So in subclass, you can redefine the method that you inherit from superclass. We call that overriding method. So override is to write a new version of method or to redefine the method that inherits from superclass. Okay, so you write a new version of method in the subclass that replaces the superclass version. It means that you redefine the method from superclass. Okay, and you use super to call the method from superclass. Okay, so for example here, I give you like this. I have can you see? I hope that you can see. Hello, you can see the string? Hello, you can see my
Yes.
screen? Okay. So now, for example, here I have this version, I public void display. Okay. Display. So you see that I use this. I can use this system out print line. I use a name here. Okay. So it's just very slow, my computer. Address. Can use this format. It's okay. This. Let's show that address is attribute. Okay. I do this. Okay. And date. Birthday. I get year. It's okay. I just get year. Get date. Get year. Okay, so that's okay. I display that. And this is usually in class version I define in class version I define display. Okay. So now in student I have also class version. Okay. Has also class version. So I can outright. I don't want to do this anymore. I just do this. Okay. This ID and here it's super. I override display. So you see that the display here in the class student, I redefine. It means that I inherit. So student inherit the method display from class person. Okay. Now student here inherits there, and now is redefined. It's redefined. Redefine the method display. So this is called overriding. Okay, this is a function overriding. Function overriding. You understand? Function overriding is mean that redefine the methods inherits from the superclass. So you see that this icon is a display of person. Okay, so you can call again. So you see that I can run again. I define this. Okay, so this is you see John Da Nang. This is 50. This is the super display, and this is IT and GBA here from this line. So you see that this we call display is inherited from superclass and redefined in the base class in the subclass we call function overriding. So you see that I explained you we use the super and made parameter here. You see, like constructor here, super here is mean constructor, and here guest array, you super guest array here. You see, a subclass and field, and then as I explained you that in the super class we set the private. So in subclass you cannot access the salary here because in superclass we use a private, so salary cannot be accessed from outside of class employee. But here in class lawyer, you access the attribute employee. It means that you access salary from outside of class employee, so it doesn't allow. So we will get error here because salary is private here. And that's the reason why we need to use a statement like get like a super. And I introduce you another keyword that protected. Protected is the same private, but it's allow subclass can access. So here, if you put private, so salary cannot be accessed from outside, even in the inherited class. But if you set here public, so salary can be accessed from everywhere. You don't want that. You want just salary accessed from just only in employee and inherited or subclass. So you use here protected. So protected, if you put protected, it means that salary can be accessed not only in employee but also in subclass. Okay, it's different than public. So I give you an example about public. Okay, here. Okay, I can give you about protected. Protected. What is protected and public? So you understand already. Class animal. For example, this is for example string name. For example, if I put here private and class cat extends animal. If I put there, you see that I cannot display. You see that I use this name. I cannot accept name. I cannot accept name because name just in animal private, so it's just accept in animal. It cannot accept from outside. So if I put public, so you see that public, so you can accept name anywhere. You don't want that. You don't want the name of animal can be accept anywhere. You just want it's accept in animal and in subclass. So you use protected. So here, protected means that you can see name now. Okay, you can see now name now. You see that it's okay. This And you see that it means that protective, but now if I do this, I do class. Here in class protective example, if I create a cat or animal, you see that if I do this, oh, name, I cannot name here. It's okay. Protected animal here in the same name. It's bizarre. Here it means that in the same package, but where somewhere else in here, this may be no problem. So you see that, or maybe class interface, anywhere, anything. Okay, I see. This way. It's okay now. I cannot access. Maybe the same file access anyway. It's okay enough name. Oh, it's here. It's I can access. Access no. Oh, it's not good. So it's here. It's a problem. I think it's something here. Why? So protect this here doesn't mean it's a problem here with this protected field. Can see only by the class itself and subclass, also by other class. It's same package, okay? In the same package, but in different packages it will not, okay? So in the same package also. So the protected also. You cannot see, you see that in the same file here. So maybe it's the same package here. But if I use somewhere else in our program, so this is if I define another class, like here, animal. So you see that for protected it can also in cell and subclass, and also in other class is the same package, okay, in the same package because in the same file. But public cannot be, okay. So usually you use protected in the inheritance model, but not inheritance model. You don't need to use protected as private. Okay, so I already introduced you about constructor of subclass and superclass. So you see that in subclass you use super to call constructor of superclass. Okay, so here you can do that. Okay. Okay, so today I introduce you about inheritance. So you understand inheritance in Java. We will work more with inheritance for abstraction and interface. So now polymorphism. What is polymorphism? Polymorphism is mean that what is polymorphism? I explain you. Polymorphism. It means many. Okay, it means, what does it mean? Poly mean many. Okay, morphism. It means forms. So it means, what does it mean? Polymorphism. What does it mean? What does it mean with polymorphism? It means many forms of something. It means that something has many forms. We call polymorphism. Polymorphism is many forms for someone. for something. Like in OOP, polymorphism is mean that function have many forms, different forms. So ability of the same code will be yield different types of object behind differently with each. We call that polymorphism. So polymorphism is mean that many forms of operation. So we have two things. So polymorphism, first is a method with many forms of parameter. That first, a method is the same method with many form of parameters. So for example, so far you already know, I give you that we call function overloading. So function overloading, what does it mean? You can define many functions with the same name. First, that's a function overloading. Okay, function overloading is the polymorphism. So as I explained you, polymorphism is mean many forms. First, what is this is many form? What does it mean many forms? Many forms. First, it's a method has many forms of parameter. So this is we call function overloading. Okay, function overloading. It means that what does it mean? Function overloading first is function overloading. It means that you can define many functions with the same name but different parameter. Okay, we could call that function overloading. Different. Okay, different parameter. Okay, different parameter. So here you understand the same name but different parameter. That we call function overloading. So for example, here I define this. Public started for what already, you know, that void string. With one parameter string as I can define the system. Okay, and also define this. Okay, different kind of many with many form of parameter here form. The first one this is here now in a flow or double. Yes, it's okay. And then this is you see that this screen, this double, or this is for example two parameter double. You see, so you see that the same bring function with different parameter. This is one parameter string, one parameter double. This is two parameter. So you see that this is function overloading. So function overloading is one kind of polymorphism. So polymorphism is mean that many forms. So a method has many forms of parameter is one kind of polymorphism. So this is we call function overloading. So function overloading is mean you can define many functions with the same name, print here, but different parameter. Here different a number of parameter or the data time of parameter. Here, two parameters, and here one parameter, but different data time. Okay, so that is one kind of polymorphism. So here you see that icon here, I can go here bring. I use this. Icon it's easy. Icon this is okay. So bring if bring here hello. It's will call the parameter with string, but here if I use a double 1 2 3 4 9, it's okay. If, or I can use this as I can. It's very hello. Okay, so this I have pre-bring with the same name but different parameter, and when I call it a different, that we call function uploading. Okay, so you understand this function uploading is mean it's the same ability, but function uploading is one kind of polymorphism. You see that thing already being here maybe okay. So this lesson will be teach in 2 days. It's not one day. Okay, two lesson because it's OL you don't understand. So okay, I copy this. You can run this. You understand? Okay. Everybody understand? Okay. So you have to run it. You understand that. You understand more about function uploading. So one kind of polymorphism. Okay. So I ask someone to understand or not. Hello, Bùi Thị Phương Hà. Hello, Bùi Thị Phương Hà.
Yes.
Can you tell me what is polymorphism? Do you understand?
Yes. Polymorphism in many form of something.
Good. Here, what example? Can you give me one example in polymorphism? I just give you an example about polymorphism. Can you repeat again? I just give you an example. Can you repeat again?
Yes.
Can you repeat again? Well, what example? What here an example of polymorphism? Phương Hà. Hello. Okay, so during the time you refreshed someone else. Hồ Nguyên Bảo. Hello, Hồ Nguyên Bảo.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me what is polymorphism and what example here?
Yeah, it's kind of like it means many forms, and in your code, I see that you put out the different methods like the strings, the double, and the comparison of the string and double, and every method is not the same, and when we call them out, it will show the different results.
So you understand polymorphism is the same thing but it works differently. Okay, it has many form here. What form? What kind of form here? In my example, what forms? Many form of what? Ngưu Bang, can you tell me many form of what's here? Of? Can you see on screen many form of what?
Yeah, the many form of parameters.
Okay, parameters. Here, in terms
Of the string.
Okay, in terms of data time or in terms of number of parameters. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, number here. How many parameters here?
We have a pair of parameters which includes the string and the double.
Okay, here is one parameter. Okay, so okay, very good, Nguyên Bang. So I ask another the student. If you Minh Tâm, hello Minh Tâm. Hello Minh Tâm.
Yeah.
Okay, can you understand? I hope you understand what is polymorphism and what is example here.
Yeah, I understand a little bit.
So can you repeat? What do you understand?
Polymorphism is many form, like many form of something.
Okay. What example here? What example here? Something here. What is something here? Exactly something here. What is something?
Is a method has many form of parameter.
Okay, very good, very good. So here is something here is the method. In this example, method has many form of parameters. This is we call what we call here. What the term here? Method has many form of parameters. What the term here?
Yeah, it's function overloading.
Okay, can you repeat what is function overloading?
Function overloading is a method has many form of parameter.
So what can you tell me the definition of function overloading that I wrote there? Can you? In the same scope, you can
Sorry.
define.
Can you speak again?
Can you give me the definition that I given you? That function overloading. What is function overloading? The definition. In the same scope, you can define many functions with the same name, but different parameters. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. What the name of function here in this example? In this example, what the name of function? Function print. You see?
Yeah.
Print. Okay, the same print, but different parameter here. Okay, this parameter, this different. Okay, so that's we call polymorphism. Okay, we will understand more in next lessons. But I ask someone else. Hello, Nguyễn Văn Dũng. Hello, Nguyễn Văn Dũng. I hope you understand.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, did you understand what you learned today?
Yeah,
What
I
did
understand.
you learn today? What did we learn today?
We learn about inheritance, overriding, polymorphism, and overloading.
Very good. Can you tell me again what is inheritance?
Inheritance. Of we create a new class based on existing a subclass. It based on
Okay, based on existing ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell me how can I clone a constructor of superclass in subclass? What keyword?
Super.
Super, okay. So you need to clone constructor of superclass in the constructor of subclass, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, very good, Dũng. You understand good, and your English is good. Phạm Văn Nam, hello, Phạm Văn Nam. Hello, Phạm Văn Nam.
Hello, sure.
Okay, did you understand what you learned today?
I understand a little bit.
A little bit. So, what did you learn? What did you understand? Can you tell me?
Today we learn about inheritance and polymorphism.
Okay, very good. What's the inheritance?
Inheritance is we create a new class based on existing ones, and we can reuse code at the superclass.
Very good now, very good now. So the benefit that we can reuse the code that we already created. Okay, okay, we can reuse the thing created by us or by other people. Okay, so in reality we have a lot. So what did I give you for example about inheritance? What class? What example that you have done for inheritance?
Example is create a class person and class extend and teacher inherits from person and bring out some information of student and teacher.
Yeah, very good now, very good now. So very good. So you follow, you very good. Trương Bá Vương, hello Trương Bá Vương. Hello Trương Bá Vương. I hope you are there, Trương Bá Vương.
Yes.
Okay, what did you learn today for our lessons today? Did you understand?
I understand.
Yeah, very good. So how to clone the method with the same name from subclass? You call the method of superclass. How the keyword, like the constructor of superclass, how to call from subclass? What's the keyword? How to call the constructor of superclass in the constructor of subclass? What keyword do you use? The keyword super, right? Vương? Do you understand? Okay, what did you understand about polymorphism? Can you answer, Vương? Okay, maybe Vương, you can read more. Okay, Võ Tấn Huy. Hello, Võ Tấn Huy. Võ Tấn Huy. Hello, Võ Tấn Huy.